let's get rid of this stuff. We don't have many signs left, but before we go back to general readings, let's see here. We already did Sagittarius. Leo. Taurus we did. Cancer we did. Libra we did. Sorry guys, we gotta do this. It's only fair. Aries, it's your turn. Aries. Come on, focus. We're going to use the Tarot of the Enchanted Garden for you. This is your Lover's Path read. We're going to start with Magnetic Poetry. And I've devised this spread because I wanted to do a love read. I haven't been well over the last couple of months here, so things have been dragging on for me. It's funny because I've got to start keeping a food diary because I'm going through like a really brutal inflammatory process where like all my joints hurt. I was in bed for the last 3 days. Not that you need to, Anyway, you can check the description box for everything you need to know about me. This is Aries, your rising moon and Venus sign read for Lover's Path. You can check the description box below for everything you need to know about the channel, as well as where you can find your rising moon and Venus sign. But let's get started for you here. Not very many. I can't remember, was it Taurus or somebody else who didn't have very many? Eastern Standard Time is huge for you here also. Okay. Is that it? That's it. No, you don't have very many. Hit the pause button and write those puppies down. Aries is my rising sign, so this will be an interesting one. All right. Cards have already been pre-shuffled, but we'll shuffle them some more on camera for you. This is a larger deck, so, and my hands hurt. So I'm not going to be shuffling like a crazy person with these just yet. I haven't broken them in yet. So I have a couple of decks that I bought for my birthday last month that I'm trying out. I can't wait to get back into the general reads. It's just been so difficult to get everything done and figure it out. But, it is what it is. We'll do what we can while we can. That's why I just kind of rolled through the last couple of months with the same spread because I wanted to try this spread out. I made this spread. So, on this side will be you. On this side will be them. And you can put one person in your mind, but I highly don't recommend doing that because whoever is meant to come out is going to come out. There will be a point in the spread, X will mark the place, where it's going to be common ground in between the two of you. I only take flippers and jumpers. So let's see what we get for you here. And twist for fairness. Okie dokie, let's go. Bear with me because this deck is interesting and I'm trying to get a handle on all the new ones. Current circumstances for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do like the matte finish on this deck though. So. Somebody's reading a lot. Taking the time to read things or read through something, but you might be interested in novels and stuff. Ace of Cups in the reverse with the Seven of Swords in the upright. I'm going to read these as sentences if I can help it. Okay. With the High Priestess. Okay. That's quite the sentence, isn't it? Ace of Cups in the reverse with the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. So we have here in the High Priestess Piscean energy. Current circumstances, I think that's rather appropriate because we are in Pisces season. We're entering Pisces season right now. It feels like there's a lack of beginning or a lack of renewal in an emotional relationship. You feel, at least, that there's something treacherous about that, or somebody's hiding something from you. with that, like it's deception. There's deception afoot, and you feel like that's either you're refraining from beginning or renewing something in an emotional connection because you feel that there's treachery or deception afoot, or you feel that's the reason why there isn't renewal or a new beginning in a connection, is because there's treachery afoot or deception. But doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Could be that there's a retreat happening for another reason. We'll see what happens. But you feel there's a secret. Intuitively, you're holding back for some reason. You're getting in touch with your intuitive side. You could also be delving into secrets of the occult with the High Priestess here. I feel like this is intuitively this is your intuitive process kicking into high gear here, and that's why you're not renewing something or beginning something new at the present time. For them, on their side, Aries, what do we have for them? Don't mind me, I'm like propping myself up with my, because I'm shorter and this chair is not the most supportive. I'm not feeling well, right? But still, I wanted to do tarot. I got sick of laying in bed, so I wanted to do tarot. Cool thing is that when you don't eat and you have something that's really like not doing well for you, and like all your joints hurt and your whole body is inflamed, when you don't eat, all of a sudden all your clothes fit again because your whole body isn't inflamed. So that's a good thing, at least. I don't know. I probably just have like celiac or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure I'm not the only one, so shouldn't really complain. What else? Okay, current circumstances for this individual: Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gonna have to pull something if I... Okay. Death in the upright with the Four of Pentacles in the upright. What else? Something's ended for them. And so they're conserving their energy, time, and monetary resources. Remember, pentacles are not just money. They're also all the other things that we expend upon the earth, including our energy and our time. They're feeling a need to save, conserve their energy, time, money, because of something that ended. We have a flipper here. Okay, we have Queen. Is this the Queen or the King? I feel like it's the King of Wands. Let me just see if I can see any others in here that I could... Yeah, that's the King of Wands. Sorry. They're looking at you. Either that or they're trying to embody the energy. Well, I wouldn't say this is you. Normally, I read Kings as a fixed energy, so Leo energy. But it's leadership energy nonetheless with that King of Wands there. And this is Scorpionic energy with the Death card here. We have the Death card kind of showing why the focus is on saving their time, energy, and money, is because something has ended, or they anticipate endings. So they're trying to conserve their time, energy, money, efforts, but there's been an ending here, or transformation of energies. They're taking the lead on something, also trying to lead with a firm hand with that King of Wands energy, trying to preside over things and harness passionate inspiration towards something, trying to take the lead on it, trying to be a warm, nurturing leadership energy at the same time in response to this. Whatever it is. Doesn't necessarily have to be an ending between all y'all. But still. What else? Okay, so obstacles and challenges for you. We have the Seven of Wands in the upright. So that's a defensive energy. So one of your challenges and obstacles is your defensiveness. Holding up your guard, feeling like you have to defend yourself, your decisions. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. You have a lot of decisions. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders. Feels like the whole world is up on my shoulders. Same Town News Story by Interpol. A lot of decisions that you have to defend. Five of Cups in the reverse. Defending your right to gratitude. Defending the cups that have not spilled. Defending what is yours. You feel the need to defend something that is yours that has remained intact while other things have fallen away. Attempting not to be defeated by something. Tell me more. What else? In the obstacles and challenges. No, it's like your challenge and your obstacle is your defensiveness. Trying to, it's like you cannot yield more. All you can see is what you're going to lose or what you anticipate you will lose, so you cannot exercise gratitude. It's foreboding joy. Thank you. Foreboding joy. With the Six of Cups, you got your wish. You got your wish. This is your obstacle and challenge, is that you've got your wish and you're going to lose your wish, really, because you're in a space of foreboding joy. Foreboding joy is like a concept. If you think about it like this. Foreboding joy is when you have two cups that have not spilled over. You need to exercise gratitude for those. Gratitude is by, so if you've ever read Daring Greatly by Brene Brown, the concept is that a lot of times in life when everything is going well, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, or we believe there's an axe dangling over our heads. It's like, oh, I just love my child so much. I just don't know what would happen if anything ever happened to them. Oh my gosh. Or for instance, because in the context of love, which we are talking about here, always believing that something terrible is going to happen. Somebody's going to take them away from you, or something you always need to defend. So this is foreboding joy, always looking out for the terrible thing to happen, the mob to come along. You're always defending something, and it's probably a phantom energy that you're defending against. Instead of exercising gratitude for what you have that has not spilled, you've lost things, but you should be exercising gratitude for the contents that remain in the cups, yet you're not. You've gotten your wish here, a long cherished wish or goal. That's your obstacle or challenge, is that you're not seeing that you've received a wish or goal, something that's been long held and long cherished since childhood, more than likely. But you're here defending it, fending off a phantom army, a phantom mob. And it's funny because this foreboding joy that's happening, the antidote to it is exercising gratitude, which this card is saying to you at the same time, because you have your Six of Cups. That's your challenge, is overcoming foreboding joy by exercising gratitude. On their side over here, their obstacle and challenge, Aries. And I mean, obviously I'm paraphrasing because I don't want these readings to be like a million years, and I'm not feeling well, but still, you know. For them, obstacles and challenges. We have the Five of Swords in the upright, self-deception. They're deceiving themselves about something. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Lack of union in between mind, body, and spirit, or feeling as if there is no partnership, feeling as if there is no contract coming, offer coming, but it's on a tangible level. a professional level. It's self-deception. I didn't want that one to do it, but they're trying to show it to you. The Tower in the reverse. That's quite a nice, that's a formidable Tower card. Look at that. That's a badass Tower card. But Tower in the reverse, it's in the reverse. So looking at that, with these obstacles and challenges for this individual over here, your individual, it is that axe dangling over the head type energy, but it's not so bad. It's not as bad as they think with that tower. It is the destruction of preconceived notions, being sideswiped by something. They're deceiving themselves about either the union of mind, body, and spirit, or about an offer, a union of sorts, a small union. But it seems to be on the tangible plane. It doesn't seem to be a love type thing. It seems to be something that has to do with either time, energy, or money. And the challenge is meeting challenges, meeting the unexpected, and being able to roll with the punches, if you see here. Not making every unexpected event this. An utter and complete collapse of everything, calamity. Understanding that sometimes towers are necessary to fall so that new things can be built in their place. Right? And examining where, I think the challenge here for this person is that they're deceiving themselves that they don't have within them the capacity within their mind, body, and spirit, and the union of those three things to rise to the occasion when smaller, unexpected events should occur. That they cannot, that they're not adaptable, that they're not versatile enough to deal with those things, that the adaptability isn't there. They're deceiving themselves that they don't have the ability to do that. They don't have the capacity within their mind, body, and spirit to do so. But also they don't have, they're deceiving themselves that there wouldn't be an offer, that there wouldn't be the partnerships and the unions in place to support them when these small towers happen. Big towers happen all the time too, but if you can't handle the smaller towers, how are you going to handle the larger towers when those big concepts and those big structures fall, right? So I think for this individual, it's their versatility, their lack of ability to believe in themselves. This is that self-deceptive, that's that, it's negative self-talk. Self-limiting belief that one is not versatile enough to deal with unexpected developments, right? For where you have common ground, where you meet, X will mark the place where you meet. Your common ground, what energies you share. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There's loneliness in this card too. It's almost like they feel as if they have to go it alone. And they're deceiving themselves in that as well. That everything, they always have to go everything alone. That they don't have the support system. There's deception in that. Nobody would support them in their decisions, or if something unexpected happened, or a small tower should fall. And I'm not making light of that, because for them it seems like the versatility isn't there, so every tower seems like it's a large tower. You could knock over a sandcastle and it would seem like the biggest deal in the world. And you know, I'm not trying to act like they're a Pollyanna or anything like that. It's just it's the lack of belief in oneself that they could roll with it, or that they would have the support system in place. Okay, the Lovers. This is a strong union. in between the two of you. There is support, and you do choose each other. That's a beautiful card. Look at that. Jesus. I only pick decks that I like the artwork on, or that I feel that I can get something out of. The feminine energy in this connection is either highly decorated, or the masculine lauds the feminine in this connection, you see? The masculine is fire here, and the female is earth. I did notice that. Look at. See, this is why I pick decks that are different, because I get different things off of different decks. Sometimes I don't like to clarify, and sometimes I do like to clarify for the same reason. Sometimes I get psychic indigestion if I clarify too much. But look at the feminine principle in this connection is has earth in their chart. The masculine in this connection has fire in their chart. But these two individuals have chosen each other. And it's a conscious choice. It's a deep connection. Tell me more. I don't know that I've gotten anybody else that's like that yet. I don't know. Let's see. Anything else? Well, we have to have something else because we have to have at least 2 cards here. I'm only getting 2 for this. I'm only doing 2 for this, rather. Other common ground. Common ground. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and their connection. The common ground. Oh, you got 3 for this. Moving forward, leaving something burning in the wake to move on to greener pastures is trip over water. With the Ace of, where's this? The 4 of Wands in the reverse. The choice of one another, and then moving on, moving away from something that isn't working, moving forward, leaving something burning in the wake to move on to something of better promise. This is a trip over water also, but it's movement forward. There's a feeling of a lack of stability, a lack of firm foundations in the home space. This would also be considered the 4 posts of the marriage bed. But I feel like here, either somebody is moving on from a connection that doesn't feel stable, or the choice is each other. And the choice of each other empowers the decision to move towards something of greater purpose and promise, and working on healing a feeling of a lack of stability or firm foundation. You see how there's light here. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's a trip over water. Sometimes I take this as moving, especially with this would be moving. Moving away from a lack of foundations, moving away from instability to something that's a better promise, bigger promise. And the choice of each other. This is something that you share. This is the energy that you share. This is your commonality, your common ground. You're in search of something bigger over here together. You have your eye on it. Across water. Across water. You wish to move away from the lack of stability and the lack of firm foundation to this land of promise up here. And you choose each other and know that that's the person will be in the boat with you. You know? Cool. Thoughts and fears for you, Aries. Thoughts and fears for you, Aries. Thoughts and fears. the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands in the upright. There is a feeling of warmth, a wish. This is an immediate wish. The thoughts and fears. I don't know how you would be afraid of, like that fear of, careful what you wish for. But you have Leo, you have Capricorn. Your thoughts are on granting a wish, or having a wish granted, or saying yes to something. Say yes to heaven, Lana Del Rey. Anyway, Capricorn energy, this is about building a home space that's comfortable. Somebody who builds a home out of a house, but also determined, passionate energy there. Somebody who's adorned themselves with luxury and finery, but also adorns their home space with it. They love people by bathing them in luxury, by giving them comfort, showing them comforts, but also a highly ambitious individual. The fear here, though, is that somebody is on the verge of victory but is tired of the struggle. There seems to be a feeling that somebody has been beaten over the head with all of these wands and continues to have to weather a storm. There could be some trepidation as to if they have what it takes to continue and to persevere. The Capricorn energy helps them to kind of persevere, because this is perseverance, and persistence pays off is one of the things that Capricorn is famous for. In getting one's wish, the perseverance is required. But there is some exhaustion. There is some fear that this is a never-ending story, that there will always be exhaustion, that there will always be some battle that is on the horizon. Even though the final wand that one has to take upon their back in order to see something through to completion is literally, they're on the precipice of it. They're on the precipice of their victory and their completion of a cycle that has to do with a creative, passionate, inspiring endeavor. But because they've been through all of the battles of the previous 8 wands, they're at the point where they're on the verge of victory. There's a feeling of exhaustion, and in that exhaustion there's a feeling of defeat. That's the fear component here. But the major thoughts are keeping the eye on the prize. If you see the focus on the pentacle here, the Queen of Pentacles always has the focus on the pentacle and how to keep the pentacle in the home, but also how to make the pentacle work for the home. And how do we keep the sun? How do we keep the warmth? How do we achieve the dream? So that's the thoughts here. Thoughts and fears for you. On their side, excuse me. Thoughts and fears for this individual. For the individual that Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus is dealing with, we have the Queen of Swords in the upright. This is Libra energy, who is Aries' divine counterpart in the zodiac. Fairness, justice, equilibrium, balance, the need for balance, feminine balance energy there. Libra energy. What else? That's too many. I can't take this many flippers, right? How many more? I really like this deck. It's very ornate. It's quite beautiful. We have the Magician in the reverse. Gemini energy. It's too many again. Somebody, this is immediately coming out as fear of being tricked, or that there's illusion, that somebody is going to be cheated out of something, that there will be something that is out of balance, that isn't fair, that involves court somehow, and that somebody is being fooled, or that there is something that there's, like, it's a dishonesty, but it's a dishonesty that's based on illusion, on a front, do you know? Like smoke and mirrors, right? With the magician in the reverse, it's always about what kind of ruse the magician can put up, right? Tell me more. Thoughts and fears of this person. You don't want people to know about that one? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm old. I'm old. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, one sec. Well, now we really done fucked up, didn't I? Because this is the High Priestess. This is up here in your current energy. It's the Empress. It's not the High Priestess. The connectedness with the earth, the divine feminine, and the creative mother, the earth mother, the connectedness with the earth. There's something about the mother here. That's your current circumstances. I'm still rolling with what I said up here because I still think it's true, but I think it's your divine feminine energy, or your connectedness with the divine feminine, and your creative energy. I should have fucking known. It's third. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Anyway, it's fine. Down here, in their thoughts and fears, you guys are just going to have to be patient with me while I'm learning these new decks. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get super fast with it. Anyway, thoughts and fears for them. We have a feeling of a lack of fairness. Like this person wants fairness, justice, equilibrium, Libra energy. But they're feeling there's a ruse or some type of illusory energy. And that's a part of their fears. And again, they intuitively feel it, or they feel there's a secret being kept, and that there's illusion. This is their fear playing on them. I should have fucking known. They feel this has to do with somebody with a B or a J in their name. I can't believe I missed that. I'm so upset. But specifically, I think that they think there are secrets being kept, or something being hidden, or that occult knowledge is being used and abused here with this in particular, with these two. Like somebody is taking advantage of their occult wisdom and knowledge in order to, be dishonest. They're looking for fairness and justice and equilibrium. And they see this illusory energy, or they're fearing illusory energy that could be also a bit on the, it's so weird, I'm getting that, black magic side of things. It might feel like they're under a spell of sorts sometimes with that. Or like they're being duped. Piscean energy on that one. That one's Taurus and Libra energy up there. I can't believe I fucked that up so bad. Anyway, it's fine. Moving forward, which is actually the name of this next line for each of you, Aries. Moving forward for you, Aries. Moving forward, Aries. Venus. Okay, we have a flipper here. Page of Wands with the Six of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. Taking one's blindfold off, coming to a crossroads and choosing a direction. After a feeling of loss, there's been a passionate communication that's coming to you. There's a passionate communication that's coming to you. This could also be fire sign children, but more than likely it's a passionate communication. Something's been communicated to you that leaves you with a feeling of defeat. With that Six of Wands in the reverse. It makes you feel like you've lost out. And then you're brought to a place where you have to take the blindfold off. You're forced to make a decision. You can no longer sit in stagnancy on something. It's like something comes to light. Thank you. Something comes to light here with this. And you're forced to act. Because you feel like you've been defeated in some regard. Normally the Six of Wands is the victory, homecoming, triumph after a battle. But you feel that you've been defeated in battle of some regard. And so now you've gotten to a place where you now are forced to act. You can no longer turn a blind eye to something. You can no longer exercise willful ignorance or willful avoidance. On their side over here, moving forward, Nine of Swords in the reverse, healing after, it's coming out of an anxious worry type of state. There's a clearing of anxiety and worry, sleepless nights for this person. I'll hold it up in a second so you can see. I didn't want that to drop, but it did. And then we have the Hierophant. Embracing one's philosophies, highly structured religious beliefs, looking at an institution, looking to an institution. For those can also be a marriage card, a decision to enter higher union or commitment, but we'll see. No longer their anxiety or worry alleviated in some regard. And so they're looking to religion or higher counsel, like a sage, therapist for advice that helps them with their worry, grief, and anxiety, nightmares that they've been having about something. Oh, that's a gorgeous card. And then we have, I believe this is the star. It is, yeah, Aquarian energy. Realizing where they've been following the wrong path and how they're moving forward. It's almost as if there's healing here. I don't think this is about following one's ambition. I think this is healing. The alleviation of healing. Like alleviation of a pain. The realization of healing. They're finding healing in something. They've healed some anxiety and some worry through spirituality. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous star card? Isn't that beautiful? Jesus. Aquarian energy. But this is really what it is. A worry and anxiety lifting after reconnecting with a higher order of spirituality. And then coming out of it on the other side feeling healed and alleviated. Sometimes we forget that when we're looking at the star card, we look at the path. And following a path for a dream that is super important, that we've been following for quite some time, but it's also about healing. Okay. Healing oneself through spirituality. Oh, there's a dropping of responsibilities. Bottom of the deck. Dropping of responsibilities in this connection. Somebody's feeling that they're unburdening themselves at this time of either larger responsibilities or something that they need to get off their chest. Yeah, it's Cancer energy here. And the need to yield emotion when it's not warranted, or not feeling connected with one's intuitive emotional self. Freeing oneself from a mental prison, a victimhood mindset. Coming out of a victimhood mindset. Okay. Alright. That's what I've got for you, Aries. I mean, yeah. Sorry about screwing up that Empress card up there. It's a gorgeous deck. It's extremely ornate, but sometimes the imagery on it, it's very cluttered and it's easy to forget some things, right? Anyway, that's what I've got for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. And come back for your general readings because I'm going to try and blast through these as quick as I can this weekend before I get back to work. And yeah, you know. All right. Thanks for watching. Okay. Bye.